Hello, girls, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich with your Tarot Talk or Table Talk Thursday. I'm sorry, I just did the Tarot Talk Tuesday. Your Table Talk Thursday. As per usual, we are pulling from the Table Topics Cube. If you would like one of your own, as per usual, there will be a link down below. Um, yeah, let's just get on into it. I don't have any real stories or anything to tell right now that I can think of. I am alone with the puppies today. Just me, the puppies, and the kitties. The puppies are actually taking a nap in the other room. Um, they are still kennel trained. So, yeah, they're taking a nap right now, and I figured I'd go ahead and bust out some videos because I have my uh, this weekend I have my reserve weekend down in Dover, so I want to get some of these videos up and recorded, up on on the YouTubes and whatnot, so that I don't have to worry about it while I'm down there. Also, send me as much energy as you can on Saturday. I believe it's Saturday. I have my physical training test. My shoulder's been messed up since December, so I should have gone to a doctor and had that checked, but you know, COVID's a thing. And going into a VA hospital during the midst of COVID is not exactly something fun I want to do. Is not the type of fun that I like. So let's grab our coffee, grab our tea, grab your beverage, whatever it may be. I have coffee here because it is only noon. And I think after this, I'm going to go get something to eat. So, yeah. Anyway, we have some leftovers in the fridge. I think I'm going to go after. Anyway, let's get into today's topic, which is there anything you won't buy because of ethical reasons? Whew. I don't think so. There are things that I will abstain from buying or hold back or buy less of because of ethical reasons, such as I won't buy any more sage if I can avoid it. Maybe a small sage bundle here and there, but at the most part, want to stay away from buying white sage because that is something that is religiously needed for the indigenous individuals out there for their rituals. And even though they grow it, there's not always enough available because they also sell it to, make money for, to feed their families and whatnot. But there's not always enough to go around for the rituals that they need. So, and that's a part of their heritage. So, I am nowadays stepping back from buying white sage in particular. Another thing is, especially with my practice, is frankincense. Frankincense is becoming more and more endangered. The plant that the frankincense resin comes from is being more and more endangered because even though you can get it from the tree, it's actually a sap that comes out whenever you cut the tree. Even though you can still get it without killing the tree, most of the time, whenever because they do this just for money, they end up cutting the tree to the point where the tree ends up dying. So yeah, and to get a tree to the point where it can actually be utilized again takes a long time. So yeah, that's another thing. Let's see, copal I think is another one. Copal resin is another one. I think that is a little bit more on the endangered side, not extinct, but definitely endangered. And whenever it comes to herbs and stuff like that, I want to try to focus my way more towards, hey, I have a supply of these. When this runs out, I'm either not going to buy it anymore, or I will buy a lot less. I want to be a little bit more stingy with my spending on certain items because of their availability to the wider community. Give those things a chance to heal. and to, reproduce and whatnot. So, you can um, have more later, or have a sustainable amount in the future. Um, Anything else that I won't buy for ethical reasons? I'm not a fur wearer. I don't go out and buy furs. Um, I've had them in the past, but these are vintage furs that, if they come by me, I don't seek them out or anything like that. But if I do come by them and they are vintage, then yes, depending on the price, I will buy it so I can resell it. Um, Things that have already been, uh, you know, done, and it was bought and paid for a long time ago, and I'm the third, fourth, fifth owner or whatnot. That to me is, it's different from owning a fur coat, right off the rack right now. Um, so yeah, I have different feelings about that. I will buy leather goods, and uh, I'm very mixed with it. I, as you can see, I have a leather planner here. I have some books that are bound in leather here. I think actually this is a faux leather. But I will buy leather goods, and I need to be a lot more conscious about how these are obtained. Like this one was actually obtained secondhand. I got that in a clean out. Um, Things that are leather, I would hope are done in an ethical way, where either the animal has passed away of natural causes, or has been ethically put down and had spent its life as it was in an ethical environment, I would hope. um, but I mean, really, we don't know in a lot of these situations. I do know that, like, Lady Gravedancer has these fantastic rabbit furs that she sells, and the individual that she gets them from is not just raising up rabbits just to kill them for the fur. No, this is a person that she knows is ethically sourcing them. That he I don't know if he has the rabbits for food or what, but it's an individual I know that she says is ethically treating them, and it's ethically sourced. So, stuff like that, um, I would end up buying. But I mean, there's a lot of situations where you just don't know. But then again, like I've said before, a lot of my things come secondhand. I don't go, and I'm not supporting the producers if it's not ethically sourced. I'm not, supporting them directly. But once somebody does, then yes, I don't feel as much guilt buying that, unless they are buying a new piece and, selling me the old one. That's where it gets a little hazy. But like, if you get any leather goods from me, know that I'm not out there searching for a new leather good to take off the rack to also source. So all the stuff that I have is vintage or has been previously owned, stuff like that. It's not something that I go and, go to uh, a leather goods store, buy it, and then just, put it up online. No. So other than that, I don't restrict my diet for any ethical reasons. I don't really restrict much else in my life for ethical reasons. I have gotten uh, a Prius just within the past year, because of, the gas prices and all that, and the horribleness that comes along with being reliant on gas. But I mean, if you live in the US, uh, public transportation is not always there. It's not always going to get you even close to where you need to be. Um, so, I mean, that is a necessity that we have in the United States. if you are not in a metropolitan type of area where you have more reliable public transportation. Um, Otherwise, I wouldn't have a car because, yeah, if I was able to get there via public transportation, if I did still have a car, I probably would only take it out once in a blue moon, for little things like, the weekly grocery shopping or something like that. So, yeah, I wouldn't I don't restrict myself from buying fuel, even though I don't agree with the way it's often sourced, but we don't have that many alternatives as of yet that are widely available. Whenever the powering up of electric vehicles becomes more mainstream, and I was actually looking at getting something like a Nissan Leaf or something like that, but again, you have the situation where you need to plug it in, and the plugins aren't always available. Um, the big one being for me, whenever I go down to Dover once a month, if I'm down there, I don't have a charging port. So once those become more available, I probably will go more the line of Tesla or the Nissan Leaf or the myriad of other ones out there where you can just plug in your car and then go, a couple hours later. So, yeah, there's not really anything that I specifically won't buy, but there are things that I will hold back from buying or try to buy less of in order to, lessen my impact on nature. Yeah, but overall, there's not a lot. So, what's your answer? To the question, is there anything you won't buy because of ethical reasonings? I am interested in hearing your thoughts and feelings on this. It does conjure up a lot of mixed emotions, and what we end up looking at and how we end up looking at things and how we end up utilizing things. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because YouTube doesn't always let you know when a new video comes out. And hit that like or dislike button. It doesn't matter at all. Appease the algorithmic gods of YouTube. All hail the algorithmic gods of YouTube. And with that, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.